Hey there, you labyrinth of choices, you wanderer lost in the sea of possibilities. Have you ever found yourself lying awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering if another version of you exists right now, doing something wildly different? I'm not talking about booking a flight to another continent. I mean you chilling in a parallel universe, perhaps, or even just existing within a slightly altered reality of this very one. A path you simply didn't take? It's a thought that can make your head spin, the sheer weight of what could have been. We often romanticize our 20s as the grand construction site of our future. It's the decade for piling up degrees, cementing career paths, hammering down life directions with the precision of a seasoned architect. But what if every single decision you make, every skill you don't diligently pick up, every city you don't move to, is doing something far stranger, far more permanent? What if, consciously or unconsciously, you're actually annihilating entire potential versions of your future self? Picture yourself standing before a magnificent, sprawling tree, each branch a vivid, tangible life you could lead. And every time you prune a branch, every time you choose one path over another, you're effectively, decisively, killing off a whole, vibrant, potential existence. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? A silent, daily massacre of the selves you might have been. When you're a wide-eyed teenager, the world stretches out before you, an endless horizon of opportunity. You genuinely believe you could become anything, an astronaut soaring among the stars, a legendary rock star shredding solos on stadiums, a deep-sea diver uncovering lost civilizations. The possibilities feel truly infinite. Then, you hit your 20s, and with every passing year, every seemingly small choice, irreversible door shut on 1,000 other possibilities. You suddenly feel like you're slamming a heavy. This is where we can perfectly blend the cold, hard logic of economics with a deeply unsettling psychological truth. We're talking about the opportunity cost on a cosmic scale. Every yes you utter, every commitment you make in your 20s isn't just a simple affirmation. It's a resounding no to a myriad of other experiences, connections, and potential identities. Your brain, bless its anxious, overthinking little heart, struggles immensely with processing this sheer volume of potential loss. Imagine your mind as a colossal, sprawling cosmic library, brimming with countless narratives of your potential lives. And with every choice you make, an intergalactic librarian, perhaps with a slightly sinister smile, marches in and incinerates hundreds of those precious books. Your potential future lives gone in a puff of smoke. It's utterly terrifying, yes, but there's a darkly comedic absurdity to this constant internal book burning, isn't there? The sheer waste of it all. This isn't just about the mundane fear of missing out, FOMO, on what your friends are doing on social media, that fleeting pang of envy when you see their curated highlights. No, this is a much deeper, more profound, existential FOMO. It's the persistent dread of all the yous you'll never actually get to be. The you who abandoned everything to become a nomadic poet, serenading strangers in distant lands with verses born of wanderlust. The you who, through sheer intellectual brilliance, stumbled upon the elusive cure for a devastating disease. Or even the slightly more whimsical you who packed it all in, moved to a quaint village in Japan, and opened a charming niche cat cafe, living a life of quiet, feline companionship. Social media, of course, with its relentless cascade of meticulously curated, seemingly perfect lives, naturally amplifies this feeling to an almost unbearable degree for young people. When you scroll through those glossy feeds, it's virtually impossible not to question your own choices, to second-guess the paths you've walked, and to silently lament the unlived lives you're leaving behind, discarded like old skin. We can even connect this to the actual, tangible processes happening inside your own skull. There's a real biological phenomenon called synaptic pruning. As you grow and develop, especially throughout adolescence and into your early 20s, your brain literally kills off unused neural connections. It's like a neurological spring cleaning, making your brain more efficient and specialized, but simultaneously making it less broadly capable, less of a jack of all trades. It's the brain's brutal, yet necessary way of optimizing itself for the experiences it is having. This biological process directly, and rather chillingly, parallels life choices. Your 20s often demand intense specialization. You commit to a university major, dedicate yourself to a specific career path. This focus is incredibly effective for achieving mastery, but it inherently means you won't become all the things you could have been. The intricate universe within your skull is, in a very literal sense, reflecting the vast and sometimes painful choices you make outside of it. But here's where we execute the grand philosophical pivot with that unique blend of dark humor and genuine insight. What if killing off these unlived lives isn't a tragic, soul-crushing act, but a necessary, even beautiful, part of becoming who you truly are? Think about it. You simply cannot be everything. It's a physical, temporal, and even emotional impossibility. By consciously or unconsciously narrowing your focus, by committing to one path, you inevitably become more of something. It's about cultivating profound depth within a chosen domain, rather than merely spreading yourself thin across 1,000 shallow endeavors. The only life you can ever truly live, the only reality you can genuinely inhabit, is this one, right now, in this very moment. Lingering on the phantom limbs of unlived lives, obsessing over what might have been, is nothing more than a profound distraction from the urgent, exhilarating task of building the absolute best version of your current existence. Imagine all those killed-off future selves not as melancholic ghosts, but as relentless, single-minded zombies, constantly clawing at the edges of your present, trying to drag you back into the seductive what-ifs of the past. The real challenge, then, isn't to mourn them, but to bravely fight them off, to defend your chosen path, and to fully commit to the living, breathing you that stands before you. It's a literal battle for your present sanity and future fulfillment. And here's a glimmer of hope amidst the existential angst, a kind of reincarnation of potential. Even if a specific path is decisively dead, even if that particular version of you ceased to be, the skills, the hard-won resilience, and the invaluable lessons you gleaned from that journey can often be repurposed or reincarnated into brand new opportunities. That business venture that spectacularly failed, leaving you heartbroken and maybe a little broke? It probably taught you more about grit, market dynamics, and the precise art of avoiding future pitfalls than any textbook or success story ever could. That soul-crushing, dead-end job you absolutely hated for 2 years? It vividly illustrated what you absolutely don't want in a career, which, believe it or not, is often just as valuable as knowing exactly what you do want. Every ending, every closure, every seemingly final no is, in essence, just a beginning for something else, even if it takes a different, unexpected form. It's the grand, beautiful, chaotic circle of life, just with a touch more existential dread and perhaps fewer lions gracefully roaming the savannah. This concept, with its unique blend of cutting-edge neuroscience and deeply relatable philosophical quandaries, is genuinely fresh. It directly taps into a pervasive anxiety experienced by young adults globally, offering a compelling narrative that is both intellectually stimulating and emotionally resonant. It provides ample room for concise scientific explanation, profound philosophical pondering, and those wonderfully absurd, darkly humorous analogies that make content truly unforgettable. It gives us a vast canvas to explore the intricate internal struggles of the 20s, not as a simplistic checklist of achievements,